Hey there, thanks for stopping in. This is just an acrylic painting I've been working on. I'm slowly getting there. What do you all think of it so far? I still have a lot of work to do on the face. And the background. I'm definitely gonna go back in through here, and touch the sky up a little bit. Maybe add some more detail. I'm also not sure yet if I want to leave the hair just blue or if I want to add other colors to it as well. Um, I tried sampling a little bit of the orange into the raven. Sorry, to the wing part. But I don't know yet if I'm gonna leave it like that. So, but I thought like the warm colors of the face do like a nice contrast with the blue. What do you all think? Hopefully it's not too bad. I'm just kind of like winging it. Yeah, and obviously I still have quite a bit of layers to add. Um, so if this slowly build them up, and then I gotta wait like a few minutes in between to let the layers dry, or else it doesn't, blend very well. Hey there, thanks for stopping in. I was just on live for like 45 minutes. So I was on the horizontal live streaming. It's kind of weird because I only get like maybe 2 or 3 people that'll stop in, and then if I stream vertically, I get more people that come in, more subscribers, like people that actually follow me. Hope everyone's having a nice Friday. Well, I guess it's Saturday technically. It is like where I'm at, it's after 2 a.m. I definitely feel more creative and productive at night. And it's also, the time I get 5 minutes of quiet. Usually so much going on. Yeah, a couple of times I was on here live streaming, I just had the microphone on mute because there was just so much noise in the background. But you could still, watch me paint if you wanted to. I painted one. It was gonna be a 3-part series. The one before that, I don't have a picture of it around. But my good friend bought that from me. If you scroll back, on like my live streams or even in my videos, it was another one with a raven, on a woman's head, and she was coming out of the water, like a water reflection. So I might not do another one of the Raven now. I think I might move on to like a different series. Same kind of theme, but just um probably I'm thinking like a sea animals, um kind of an ocean theme. Yeah, so all this is all acrylic. Um, I do like on the sides here, I do add fluid pouring medium to create like the different designs on the sides here. Um, so in like the picture frame, it's a print of like my fluid art designs that I do. I've been promising one day I'm gonna get on here and do a live paint pour. It's just unfortunately that takes like a lot of prep time. And I haven't been able to like make any art until like really late at night. So hopefully soon, that's kind of what I'm aiming for. I'd probably do that one in a horizontal live stream so I can make a video from it as well. I kind of sketch it out first, and then I'll paint. Like I'll kind of sketch out like the proportions and like where I want to lay things out. It kind of depends how I'm feeling, how complex the image is. Sometimes I'll just directly paint it. Sometimes I'll sketch it out first, and then sometimes, which I do not recommend, I do not plan anything and just kind of wing it. Kind of what I'm doing with this one, like I'm kind of just winging like the colors and like what I want the background to look like. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There is, you can also use, some people use projectors. I have done that. That's that's a useful tool if you're painting or drawing large scale. Um, so I have a very small, like work area. I have done a 24 by 36 fluid art painting. The largest acrylic painting I've done so far is like 11 by 4, or no, excuse me, um, 12 by 18. I do have some larger canvases that I have some images planned to paint on them. So that's going to be upcoming as well. I have a lot of ideas and plans. So at least that's good. At least I'm thinking about it. So hopefully that'll be soon too. It's like with anything in life, you have all these plans and like things you want to do. It's time just slips by. But yeah, I'm trying to live stream somewhat regularly. I haven't been every single day, but it's been at least 5 days a week I've been on as I like drop everything. I'm just on here just sharing my art and whatever knowledge or questions I can answer. I definitely am looking to meet and make new friends. I enjoy meeting everybody that stops in. And also with the paint pouring, like the live paint pouring, you probably see me a lot in that because it's really like hands on more than just me sitting in my chair. Um, so I gotta like make sure I don't look too ridiculous before I do that. I mean, I like ridiculous, but maybe look a little better than how someone looks at 2 a.m. I don't know if I want to add like a darker color in here too. I don't know. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I know my art style, recently, within the last couple of years, has gotten really vibrant. I've been choosing really bright color palettes. For the longest time, for many years, I did black and white illustrations. Like, I didn't use any color at all. Everything was, done with pen, black ink. And then, I don't know, I just stopped being afraid of it and just experimented, and now I can't get enough. I get like different phases where I'll like different color underpaintings. For a while I've been using pink. So I'll lay like a fluorescent pink down first, and then build the layers up over top of that. And then recently I've been mixing both blue and red for the underpainting to do like a play on like warm and cool contrast. So it's been coming out pretty cool. I know the face kind of looks scary right now. I'm still building that up. Um, I kind of just sit here and stare at it for a little while, and I'm just like, what do I want to do? But luckily, acrylic's a very forgiving medium, so you can always cover it up or change it. Oh, you paint fish? I'll have to definitely check out your work and leave you some comments. Do you live stream? I've been trying to find somebody to maybe do. I've never done like a guest, like a multi-guest live stream on YouTube. Actually, I don't think I've even seen anybody else on here do that. I don't know if that's feasible with the vertical format. I don't know how that would work. Well, I guess the same way TikTok does. Yeah, I was on TikTok for a long time. And that kind of got really boring. Just like it would like push my live stream to any of my followers, and it was like, why am I even doing this? Because nobody was really watching me. And then TikTok doesn't really record your content like YouTube does. It gives you a nice high quality video. Yeah, I saw somewhere that they're bringing Vine back. I don't know how old you are. So that's kind of exciting. Oh, that's cool. Digital art's are freaking awesome. That's pretty fun. Yeah, it's live streaming. Like sometimes it's really nice. And then sometimes it's like insane. I just go through if there's like people that say like negative comments or just ridiculous stuff, I just remove it. I'm just like, yeah, I don't think so. And it also gives me like more insight and like opinions and like other eyes that like look at my art because I don't know, I'm sitting here staring at it. I think it looks like a hot mess to me. Because I've been staring at it. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to do like a mixed media piece next. Do something a little more creative. Because I've done a lot of like paintings like this recently. So I kind of want to mix it up a little bit. I'm hoping to get like a few more of these and like submit them to like an open call. Hopefully. It's kind of my goal with this. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going for like a surrealist looking like sunset type thing in the background. That's kind of what it's looking like now. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. It's my pleasure. I appreciate you taking a look at it. Like it really means a lot to me to, just to take time out of your day to say hello to me and just, look at it. I know my art's not for everybody, but even to just take a look at my hard work is it really means a lot to me. I hope you have a nice night as well. It is starting to get late. I also like to come on live a little bit later on at night because, like, maybe most people I know won't be on my live stream. maybe on a weekend people might be up still, but I'll be like coming on live at like 3 a.m. Like people I know coming in here and like trying to like troll me or something. Yeah, I also have my community post turned on, so you can always post something on my channel as well. Like if you wanted to show me something or share anything. I prefer art, but if you have funny, tasteful memes, I appreciate that too. but they have to be good. Or I love animals. You can share pictures of your pets with me. I love that. I do have my cat Shadow is on some of my live streams. I think I have a couple videos of him up. I would show him now, but I think he's sleeping somewhere. I'm not bothering him because they don't want me to feed him, and I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm doing here, but I'm just kind of laying out some color ideas. Yeah, I think that would be a good move to add orange into the bird, into the wing. Like sample some of the background colors into the image. Oh, this is acrylic. Yeah, I work in mostly acrylics. Um, Hopefully soon I get more advanced. I do want to try oil paints. You also have you have to have the right ventilation and workspace for that as well. Well, this is technically a mixed media piece, but it is all acrylic. There is some fluid art, like pouring medium, that I use to make abstract designs on the sides. It's kind of a style that I developed recently, so something I've been trying out. It still needs to be, obviously, I'm still working on it, so it still needs to be like touched up. Um, so there won't be any white showing eventually. That was just where I kind of masked or taped off this part of the canvas, so when I did like the fluid acrylic, it didn't drip down and add unnecessary texture to the painting. Yeah, it was just something I kind of like experimented with. I've done quite a few things with the fluid art where I would, like combine them, like mask or tape off sections, and then add the fluid art and then paint around it. Um, Me personally, I found that to be easier and it gave your painting a better texture um, than painting directly over top of the fluid acrylic. Um, because you also have to take in consideration too that whatever colors laid down first is always going to show through. So if you don't have like a color that is complementary or works with the other color within the color wheel, it's not going to look good. So at least that's what I've learned from my experience with that. I mean, there is people that do it, but you definitely have to use um, opaque paint. Um, I don't know. I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I don't really see too many people doing like glazing or transparent layers, like a paint that sort of painting technique over fluid art. Oh yeah, it definitely does leak. I've gotten a little bit better in practice, like doing it. Um, so another artist friend gave me a suggestion to once I lay the tape down, to paint it with like acrylic paint to kind of seal the edge in before I pour the paint over top. And then if it for any reason it did leak through, and if it was thick, because that's the problem, it'll leak underneath the tape and then it'll get all stuck in there and it'll pull up and get real thick when it dries. I've sanded it. That seemed to work. I'll just take like a fine sandpaper and just sand it down and then just paint over it. It's not ideal, but yeah, it's like my biggest fear when I do something like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if it goes through the tape and then I have to redo this all over again? But usually sanding it down works. Yeah, I think I want to try to do something like that next. I haven't done a piece like that in a while. I'm thinking of like a space and like ocean scene combined. Maybe with a female figure. Oh yeah, it's awful. And it's like it doesn't even matter like how expensive the tape is or what kind of tape you use or masking fluid. It always leaks through. There's um but yeah, the acrylic paint does work to like seal like if you just paint like the edges of where you're gonna pour the fluid acrylic, it'll seal like the tape. Um, gives it a little more security, and like a decent layer of it. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Um, the um, the blue Scotch painter's tape that seems to be the best. Um, the frog tape's a little. I don't know. That one's leaked more than the other one, and I'm sure there's other brands too out there that I haven't tried. You have to check out your work. I don't know if you can subscribe to a channel while I'm live. I'll have to figure out how to do that. If you can do that. Oh, it's a brand of painter's tape. It's called Frog tape. Um, I don't know. I think I have one here. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, but the camera is not picking up the logo. But yeah, it's called Frog tape. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that one I think it leaks too much. So I don't really use that for masking. I just use that to like hold papers down or if I need to tape anything up. Like I sure wouldn't use it if I was like painting my house or something. Yeah, it's I don't even know where I got that from. It seems like it's kind of like a random off-brand. It's not like a cheaper thing because some of those tapes get really pricey, but it's definitely that's some one of the supplies that like you get what you pay for. I know the last roll I bought was like almost $20. I was gonna cry. I think this side looks a little bit better. So I still gotta add the design to the bottom of this one. I just gotta mix some more paints. Yeah, it's ridiculous how expensive things are. It's awful. And I'm sure it's even worse in like other countries as well. It depends on like the item and like taxes, whatever commodities. Ugh. And as some of the acrylic paint that I used to like to get went up like ridiculously expensive, and I can't afford it. I think it was like produced in like France or something. Oh, you're fine. I'm actually waiting for because I paint a layer and then I have to let it dry for a little bit. Um, because if I keep painting over top of it, it just kind of blends the color together instead of like going over top. Yeah, I'm getting working on getting better at live streaming. I definitely always try to interact with people that come into my chat. Yeah, it's things are expensive. Like it's insane. I don't know what's going on with this world, but yeah, I think I do want to eventually add some dark to the background. Because I think that'll make the face pop out even more. Maybe a purple. Yeah, I would definitely love to try oils because the pigment is so much better than acrylic, in my opinion. Because you'll just see artists like paint oil paint, and it's just beautiful, like the color. Acrylic can't do it justice with that. But acrylic definitely has no fumes. And I don't even know if it's more cost efficient at this point. Oil paint might even be cheaper. Yeah, you have to have a lot of patience in making art, especially painting. It takes a lot of patience. And it gets frustrating and discouraging sometimes. Um, I've been doing it for a long time, so I'm kind of like past that stage where I'm like, oh, somebody might think it's ugly. I'm like, by the time you're telling me it's ugly, I'm already making something else. Like, or whatever people say. Rude. And most of the time, anybody says anything rude like that anyway, they don't even make anything. And they're talking trash about you. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, they'll like people come into my when I'm trying to live stream and they'll just like leave like throwing up emojis and say ooh or something stupid like that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, grow up. It's probably like a 16-year-old kid or something, but still. I used to get a lot of backlash for the fluid art because it was like very controversial a few years ago when it was like really popular because people would argue that like that's not really art. Um, and I'd get like a lot of hate for that. Or they'll be like, oh, you know, my 8-year-old son could do that. And it's like, no, I highly doubt he can. I was like, you're letting your kids play with chemicals and additives and stuff. It's like, I highly doubt that. I was like, yeah, your son might be able to do the paint pouring kit that you buy at Michael's with the pre-made paints. I was like, yeah, probably. Yeah, I've heard some really weird stuff in my time. But basically, my point was, you know, don't let it discourage you because most people are just projecting. Yeah, um, like fluid acrylic, acrylic pouring. Some people call it spin art. Um, yeah, there's quite a few different names for it. Yeah, I could probably tell stories of how of all the weird things that I've had people say to me when was doing like vending art shows. Crazy. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much gonna finish up for this evening. It's starting to get late for me. It's actually getting early. I'm gonna be technical about it. I'm trying to make it my full-time profession. It has been a form of income and like a passion for me for a long time. There was a point in time where I was pretty much a full-time artist. But then the world kind of gets crazy. Then you have to have, you know, had other jobs. Recently, I'm trying to push to do it again full time. Um, so I've been trying to put myself out there and live stream a little bit, to see how that goes and how that would help my career as an artist. Um, Either way, it's been fun and it makes me feel good to share my art, and to talk about it. and to have, you know, people come in and are actually interested in seeing it. I don't like this area. But let me give you a quick close up of what I have so far. So it's still looking really rough, especially the face. But just ignore that. The birds, the raven's starting to look really good. Let me get a close up of it. Let me unplug my phone if I can. Oh, there we go. She looks a little creepy right now because the eyes aren't filled in. But I just wanted to show the detail on the. Oops, if I can point my phone properly. The detail that I have so far on the raven. I still want to make the blues a little darker. So I'm still gonna add some more layers to that. But I'm sorry, I'm like so dysfunctional right now with holding my phone. But I know how like my phone's kind of on that angle, you can't really see um some of the other areas that I was actually painting. But I definitely appreciate everybody that stopped in. Yeah, somebody said to leave the eyes painted white. I don't know, I was kind of thinking about it. I think it would be kind of creepy and different. Yeah, I'm just laid back. I'm just on here trying to paint and promote my work. I don't I don't mind talking about like other stuff as well. I'm not into debating or politics or any of that. Not on live stream anyway. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's good to sample um like other colors from the background into the actual image. I'm sorry, I had to mute myself for a second. Um, yeah, to add the colors from background into the actual image, um, it makes the image really like it gives it relationship with the colors. Or color harmony. It's a shame my cat's not in here. I'll show you him real fast. But thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening and taking a look at my artwork. So I'll subscribe to your channel. So I want to see, I like to see what everybody else does as well. I was trying to go live every day. It's been about like 5 days out of the week. I usually go on around this time. I'm not sure exactly what time it is where you are, but definitely subscribe so you'll get an alert when I am live. Like it'll show when I'm, live streaming. I don't have like a set schedule yet. Maybe eventually I will. So if I see how this goes, if I get enough people that are like interested in like actually coming at a certain time to live when I'm live streaming, I could eventually set up like a certain time. That would be something I would like to do actually. And then, of course, as usual, sometimes life happens and I can't do this, so. It's $12. Oh, it's 12. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 12 at noon. Oh, where are you from? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been putting out a lot of been posting a lot of stuff on YouTube. Oh yeah, you're from Iran? Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I know there's like a lot of beautiful art and architecture. But it was definitely nice meeting you. So I'm gonna log off for now because it's getting late. Um, but definitely subscribe to my channel so you can see when I'm live next. I hope you have a good night. Or afternoon for you. Have a great afternoon. Bye for now.